Coach, I guess the first question is, did your daughter enjoy that win? And she have a nice birthday?
She had a great birthday, sweet 16, and it's birthday week. We're gonna celebrate last weekend, celebrate more this weekend. It's a birthday week.
A lot of talk after that game was about just kind of the role players for you guys that just continue to step up. AD said it's someone different every night. Last night, Alex Caruso was fantastic.
Alex was terrific, and he's had a lot of bursts like that throughout the year for us. He's been a huge part of our success this season, and hopefully he continues to get better in all the ways that we're challenging him and pushing him.
Obviously, there's some similarity between his role and Rondo's role. I mean, is it as simple as when Rondo plays more minutes, AC plays less minutes, or when AC plays more minutes, Rondo plays less? Or?
No, because Alex is being used sort of as a part-time point and a part-time wing. So he's splitting minutes between those two positions, and sometimes it's a matter of throwing him in there at the point guard spot, and sometimes it's a matter of him playing the wing. Rondo's just a point guard.
Frank, what do you think goes into LeBron playing so well at age 35?
Well, he's one of the best players ever, and he takes great care of his body.
Is there an intelligence that goes into maintaining your body? Or?
Yeah, I think intelligence in maintaining your body, yes. It's round the clock, and there's a commitment more than intelligence, I think. But, I think, his IQ and his mental approach to the game, definitely helps him continue to have success, probably in different ways than he had success 10 years ago.
Frank, where's the diet of fourth quarter red vines fit into him taking care of himself?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He was eating red vines on the bench in the last minute of the game.
It's disappointing because he's technically from the Midwest, which is, Midwest and East Coast are really Twizzlers people. So I'm a little disappointed that he was not eating Twizzlers on the bench.
Is it less challenging? I know it's a good problem to have such a deep team. But is it more challenging or less because it's a veteran team to kind of find those right rotations?
I think it's less challenging because you have less guys that are trying to find themselves, and younger players, the game to game matters more because they haven't made their big contracts yet. They haven't figured out their role and all those things. And I think when you have 10-year vets, it's really only about the team and how they can fit in and be a part of it. And I think the experience level of our team contributes to that.
What's your view from afar on how Wiggins fit in Golden State as compared to Minnesota so far?
Well, I only saw him the one game. I haven't studied them yet for tomorrow's game. He had a hell of a game against us, and he's one of the best players in the league. So I think he's gonna really help them, in particular when they get fully healthy, and you see the pieces fit with Steph and Clay, and him being the three-man with that group, Draymond at the four. I think that's going to be a great fit for them.
You talked about Alex being a part-time point guard, part-time wing. Last night was a big night for him facilitating. What have you seen in terms of his development as a distributor running?
Yeah, I think his decisions in the paint. That's the biggest thing that we've been working with him on all season. He does a great job attacking the paint, and we want to be a team that gets in there and makes great decisions. And it's one of the areas I think when he first got his feet wet in this league, he struggled a little bit with that. But he's come a long way, and you saw it last night. He had another great practice with it, again today, and hopefully that continues to grow.
How do you think Golden State's injuries and roster turnover has affected teams around the league in terms of thinking you got a championship window that's open this year?
Yeah, I think it's definitely felt like a more open race, rather than chasing the top dog, like it's felt like the last 5 years. And I don't know if that really changes, each team's approach all that much. You're still trying to win as many games as you can, but it definitely has felt more like an open race.
It's obviously there's no way of knowing how these guys come back and what the summer looks like. But are you guys is it your expectation that they'll be right back in the mix next year when Clay's back and Steph's back and they'll be in that top tier again?
It's my expectation, yeah. You have three of the best players in the world, a great system, culture, coach, everything. So I think if they're full strength, they're one of the best teams in the league.
Coach, how much do you use this time to get ready for the postseason with 26 games left? What type of
rotations you might be?
Yeah, we'll continue to to look at different things, and we evaluate endlessly on a daily basis. And every time we practice, every time we play a game, it just all the data and goes into the mental computer, and you process things that may play out for you in the playoffs. So it's an important time, and it will be leading up to the playoffs.
Mike, where can you benefit from the opportunity to play teams so quickly after seeing them the first time? It doesn't always happen that way. Just
Memphis and New Orleans. Yeah, it's actually a great sort of preparation for the playoffs, right? When you go from game 1 to game 2, this happened last game. Potential adjustments. We had this in OKC earlier in the year, and we treated it like a playoff game 1, game 2. What are our adjustments going to be? What things we got to do better, and all those types of things.
does it matter if those are two teams that still could be opponents? Does that factor into it?
I think we would do that regardless of who we were playing. Just try to treat it like that.
You haven't been necessarily regimented in the way you do your rotations. You'll sometimes mix them up a little bit. Has there been a goal in trying to get all these guys familiar with each other, or any floor combination you put out there?
Yes, but not one that I've really achieved, quite frankly. We have a blueprint for it, what it looks like on a night in, night out basis. We're still in the mindset of we got to win as many games as we can. And you don't want to tinker and experiment too much, you got guys in, pretty set roles, and, with some flexibility throughout the game, in particular at the end of each half, to see how we're gonna close each half. And, that's when you see, sort of that reward for guys that have played well, to start the game. And, we'll come back to them at that point. And, we got a lot of guys that we trust. So it's been good.
Getting back to that
At
top.
the Memorial,
Sorry.
at the Memorial and among your team in specific, have you been impressed by sort of the emotional openness and rawness that they've shown and that players have shown in terms of handling Kobe and dealing with their grief?
Yeah, I've been impressed with all of our guys, and just how they've handled the whole thing. It's been a difficult thing, and to basically do it and have to kind of get right back to work in a public setting, is not always easy. But I commend our guys for doing a great job with it.
Getting back to that top dog status, do you feel like you guys are that, or do you think you guys should feel like you guys are that?
I don't really look at it like that. I feel like we have a team that is confident that we can beat anybody, but we have a lot of room for improvement. And, the newness of our group, still gives me a great deal of concern, in terms of, what the stretch run is going to look like, and the battles we're gonna face in the playoffs. And just because we're ahead in the standings, I don't necessarily feel like we're a finished product by any stretch.
How was AD's elbow? You didn't get a chance to ask him how's he doing. Is he fine?
He's just listed as probable. So I think he's battling some soreness, but should be good to go.
Is that concern you're talking about, just the margins for error so thin in the playoffs and tiny decisions?
Right, and we haven't accomplished anything as a group. You know what I mean? So, to me, it's all in front of us.